Hi, I'm Nina West, and I'm with the Loft Sessions tonight. My God, I love Davina so much. Yes! Oh my God, yeah. You know, I come from a super conservative family. Yeah, I'm a drag mother. Are you a drag mother?
Not yet.
Have you ever been in drag?
Good evening. I'm Ryan. I'm with Loft Sessions, and tonight we're interviewing Nina West. Thanks for being with me tonight, Nina.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. So you were in London yesterday, is that right?
Yeah, we were in London last night.
How was that?
It was amazing. We sold out the Clapham Grand, and London has quickly become like one of my very favorite places to visit. It's my third time in the city, and I'm just in love with it. And Londoners know how to just do it right and treat their queens, and I'm lucky enough to be, I hope, considered one of them now. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel really honored to be able to tour, and London was my favorite stop so far. So it's been awesome. It's been amazing.
So your show tonight is a magical drag show. Yeah. Could you tell me a little bit more about what that's going to be like?
Yeah, so we have an amazing magician who's a part of the show named Magic Adam, who's going to do some true, honest-to-God magic. And then we've got me and Donna, who are going to do our best magical drag acts, which might just be magical in, production and presentation. I mean, it's fun. I'm approaching it from the whole idea that I think drag is magic, and I think what queens do and what the art form is, and kings and AFAB queens, drag queens in general, and kings in general, what we do is magical. And I think that, that's the story I'm trying to tell. And, and it comes in all different shapes and sizes, and it looks different to everybody, but the performance and the art is magic, and I think that's what the show's really about.
What are your thoughts on Drag Race UK? It's only been one season out so far, but
I think when I came over here right as they were, I think, getting ready to. The girls were they'd just gotten done filming, so the UK hadn't been really exposed to what Drag Race UK would be like. The girls hadn't really understood what it was. There was just this fascination with American Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. But what's so exciting is when I came over here, I fell in love with drag in the UK and what it looks like and how it's presented and how it is really intrinsically so different from any other drag in the entire world and what that means. So I think it's amazing that we get to see on a global stage these queens who represent English, Irish, Scottish, ideals and concepts of drag and entertainment, and let the rest of the world be influenced by it. And that's really exciting.
Do you have a favorite UK drag queen?
Oh my God, I love Davina so much. I love Davina very, very much. Vivian's amazing. Yeah. Baga's amazing. Vinegar's amazing. I mean, Gothy, Blue. I mean, I like the whole cast a lot. I mean, I've been lucky enough to meet most of them. So it's really cool to meet sisters from across the pond and have a unique, similar experience, but have different stories to tell and to have different backgrounds to bring to the amazing table of drag. Has anyone ever told you look like, who do people tell you look like?
Well, just Baga said the same thing if you're going to say the same thing.
What's his name from Harry Potter and from Twilight?
Just Harry Potter? Or?
No, I mean, he's in 4, which is my favorite Harry Potter movie. But he also dies in 4, so. Cedric Diggory.
Oh, that guy, right?
Oh, that
no,
guy.
I've never had
Ryan
that.
Pattinson.
Yeah,
okay,
Robert Pattinson,
okay,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. No, I've never.
Robert Pattinson. Let's be sticklers for names. Barf.
Nina, how do you think the audience for drag shows in the UK has changed over the years?
Well, I've only been coming over now for less than 6 months.
Right.
But I would imagine what Drag Race, the Drag Race phenomenon, has probably done to the audiences is probably made it younger, and probably made it more as it is in the States. It's younger, it's more female, it's more heterosexual. So that's just something to be thinking about as a performer is, I know I've been doing drag for 18 years, so I've been around a long time. But I don't like it, so.
Definitely not.
Stop it, Ryan Pattinson. It's Robert, so I'm not saying it again.
We can say Ryan.
No, do you want to say Ryan?
No, let's keep it Robert.
Let's keep it Robert.
I'll just be Ryan.
You'll be Ryan. No, don't change this. Okay, so I've been doing drag for 18 years, and so in that, I have discovered my own voice. And I think if you watch my season, I come from a very strong point of view. I am a camp queen who also is an activist, and so much of how I was reared and grew up in the drag scene was because I was really in front of audiences of gay men and lesbians and trans people. Trans women were my drag sisters and the people who taught me how to do my makeup and the people who put me in drag. Now, kids are getting in drag by watching YouTube makeup tutorials, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the time has evolved.
Yeah.
And I grew up in a bar, being taught like how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, here's how you do it. Okay, you're on stage. And sometimes some of the queens who go on the show have never even stepped foot on stage. That's just the way we've evolved. So I hope that, as audiences have changed, the art form has changed, but I really hope that still intrinsically queens remember that this is a queer art form, subcultural art form, that is also politically based and motivated and has a requirement and a responsibility to speak to the needs of our community.
Going off
That's a pageant answer. What?
Going off of that then, what role do you think drag race and drag culture has in shaping gender identity?
I think Drag Race has opened the door to allow people to have a more serious conversation with their family after being able to sit down and watch a TV show. Visibility and access and representation all matter, and it saves lives. And this is a great example of how that works, right? When you see a drag queen on TV who's talking about being bullied, or who's talking about maybe feeling that their gender identity is different than what other people consider normal. That opens the door for kids to have a conversation with their parents. And kids can be any age, right? I mean, I could be 18 years old and I'm still a child to my mom and dad. So, but if I'm being able to watch that show with my parents, and that allows me to find some strength to have a conversation with them about who I am, that's why the show is powerful, and that's why it matters. This show was not around when I was a kid, and it probably I think my life would have been a little bit different had I seen a gay man doing drag. And I wouldn't have been so ashamed about it when I first started it. And I wouldn't have held this secret from my parents for 12 years into my career. Representation matters. And Drag Race is a great example of that. And it opens doors for people to even have those tough conversations.
Yeah. So was that difficult for you, coming out to your parents about what you do?
Yes! Oh my God, yeah. I come from a super conservative family. And I think, initially it was the idea of shame. I was so shamed. I had put myself in the spiral of shame. I was so embarrassed to tell them that I was gay. And I did that when I was 8. I had gone to college, but I knew when I was in high school. But then I went off to college, and then my sophomore, junior year, due to a circumstance which I talked about in Drag Race, I had to tell my parents it was my sophomore year. And so I had to come out to my parents that I was gay. It was like I had I had everything kind of pulled out from under me, and I had to tell them. So then it came to drag, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to really embarrass my family. And I don't want to embarrass my parents, I don't want to make them feel any more shame. And I became ashamed for the fear that they would be shame-filled. And so I just held on to it. There was this baggage and this weight that I carried with me for years, 12 long years. I carried this baggage, and I hid the secret from them. And the second I told them, through conversation and through work and having that moment and allowing my parents to come to terms with it, we're a lot better. My mom calls me out now, and she gives me ideas for shows and for numbers. She said, oh, you should do this. This would be so funny. So, I love it. So.
It's worked out then.
It's really worked out. I know everyone's situation is not like that. So
yeah, totally. Yeah.
I think that's why queerness and our queer family really does matter. And finding your tribe. Your tribe is not only your blood family. Your tribe is the people that you surround yourself with and that you connect to and you would call on in that moment's need. And I was lucky enough to have a really strong tribe who allowed me to really flourish and grow when the times were tough with my family.
Can you tell me a little bit about drag mothers and their role and what they are?
Yeah, I'm a drag mother. Are you a drag mother?
Not yet.
Have you ever been in drag?
No, I've dressed up once, kind of like drag, and my name was Penelope Papaya. Do you think that's fitting?
Why papaya?
Just alliteration.
Is that your favorite fruit?
No, just.
Have you ever had a papaya?
Yeah.
One time, probably. Yeah. You experienced and experimented. I think drag mothers create this really great role of nourishing and nurturing. I said you said papaya. I'm screwed. nurturing young drag minds to find the art form and to find success and flourish in it, and teach them from everything from makeup to hair to how to behave when you're in a professional circumstance to being there when your family might shut the door on you. Drag parents and drag families have come to be parents.
Super important.
To kids. Yeah.
Nina, I would love to continue talking to you all night, but unfortunately I have to say goodbye. But thank you so much. You've got a show to do, I'm sorry. You got a show to do.
You got a show to do. That's not terrible. Is it a brogue? Is it a Scottish brogue? Yes, you would. It was lovely talking with you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Nina.
Guys.